Hello, everyone. This is Southern Belle Whisper. I hope you all are doing well today and you're having a very blessed Sunday. Now, I know that I made and uploaded a magazine flip through. I think it was 2 or 3 videos ago, but this one is special. This is a special edition. This is, now forgive me if I mispronounce her name. My niece will kill me if I mispronounce her name. But it's Selena Quintanilla, I think. Don't kill me. But I am a huge fan of Selena's. I've watched the movie at least 100 times. I have followed her story and her heartbreaking, untimely death. I can't believe it's already been 30 years. But, and I told you guys I usually do not buy People magazines, and this one was $15, but it's worth it to me. There is somebody shooting their gun outside. If you can hear that, I'm so sorry. So irritating, you guys. But, and if you guys didn't know, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my niece Selena is actually named after her. From what her mother told me, her mother was obsessed with the movie, both her and my brother, when she was pregnant with my niece. So they named her Selena after the Tejano singer. So sorry, let me move that over just a little bit. So, celebrating her life and legacy. She was so beautiful. I love this jacket, by the way. I love anything purple. Beautiful. You have the table of contents, which includes a life in pictures, Selena's family talks, early years, success story, saying goodbye, the love of her life, after Selena, capturing her spirit, Selena's story on TV, and Selena's Corpus Christi. There's a picture of Selena in concert. And Incandescent, Selena performed in Houston. That gives me goosebumps. A song in her heart. On stage and off, Selena Quintanilla projected love for family, for music, and for the fans who adored her right back. Says American Idol. Selena, in concert in 1993, said she hoped to be remembered as a person who cared a lot and gave the best that I could, and I tried to be the best role model that I possibly could. And she still is to this day. She always had these really cute outfits. It says her own style. Her father sometimes objected to her midriff-bearing outfits, but Selena, in 1994, managed to own her sexuality, yet still maintain a wholesome image. It says 30 years have passed since the shocking and untimely death of Tejano singing star Selena Quintanilla. Vibrant, magnetic, and fiercely talented. At 23, Selena was already revered in Hispanic communities across the nation and seemed on the cusp of far broader popular acclaim. Instead, her brilliant flame was brutally snuffed out when it should have burned brightest. And yet Selena is very much with us. In 2023, she was honored. Well, I cannot pronounce that name. I have some trouble with pronunciation. I'm just going to say she was honored after her death with the National Medal of Arts and ended the next year with 39 million listeners on Spotify. Glance at a photo of the singer beaming in one of her signature flashy outfits, a spangled crop top or a gold jacket she designed herself. And her innate exuberance still jumps out and grabs you. The music lives on in that powerhouse voice, of which a Time critic, Richard Corliss, once said suggested everything from Edith Piaf's melodramatic contralto to the coloratoria riffs of Mariah Carey. Selena was often referred to as the Mexican-American Madonna, though it wasn't an exact comparison. True, both divas embraced their sexuality, but Selena was also the girl next door, clean-cut despite her provocative attire and acutely aware that for millions of young people, she was a role model and she never forgot where she came from. Selena hailed from a hardscrabble neighborhood of Corpus Christi, Texas, where kids grew up with scant hopes and few opportunities. But she, along with the family who saw and supported her talent, was undeterred. With a positive attitude, Selena once said, "You can be anything you want to be." Her story, as music journalist Romero Burr wrote, was tangible evidence that Mexican-American culture in general, and Tejano music with its roots in the dusty cantonillas of Texas and the Southwest, was something of which to be proud. Today, Selena remains a beacon of pride and possibility, and it is that legacy we celebrate in this issue dedicated to her. Here's a picture with her father, brothers and sisters. This is Little Star. From age 9, the singer with Dad Abraham left, fronted family band Selena Latinos. Selena would fall asleep behind the speakers between sets, Sister Suzette recalled. She was still a little kid, so performing really wore her out. Team Selena. Selena and the band, I'm just going to say the band because I don't want to keep mispronouncing these words. In 1988, surrounding the singer are, okay, so clockwise, so let's see, clockwise would be this way, so her brother AB, Joe, Ricky, and Suzette. If we went to a school dance, it was because we were the entertainment. Me and Selena would talk about guys between sets, like, "Did you see that guy in the front? He was cute." Purple Rain. At the 1995 Tejano Music Awards, Selena was named top female vocalist. Flower Power. I'll be right back. A familiar sight at Selena's concerts, the star accepting a bouquet including long-stemmed white roses, her favorites. Goosebumps again. Dahano Writing of Selena's appeal, historian Matt C. Mayer cited her contagious energy on stage and her special mixture of warmth, passion, and sexuality. Oh gosh. She had such a beautiful smile, you guys. Like, she looks like just someone that would just brighten the room just with her smiling like that. 3 for all. At first were called AB. The Sibs had mixed feelings about performing, but with success in the 80s, we actually started to dig the idea of being rock stars. Wow, look at all those people. That's amazing. Strutting her stuff. Selena would start off a show wearing a bustier with a denim jacket over it, and gradually she would lose the jacket, Suzette said, but she always kept it tasteful. Look at all those people. All those people that adored her, you guys. Selena's fashion lookbook. One of Selena's dreams was to be a fashion designer, said Suzette. She was always sketching when we were on the road. A lot of the outfits she wore on stage were her own design. In 1994, Selena launched a collection with the San Antonio Fashion Show. Today, one of her leather jackets is in the Smithsonian Institution. Wow. I love this jacket right here. Wow. Building her brand. Selena at work in her design studio in March 1995. The star opened Selena, etc. boutique in Corpus Christi in San Antonio. Going Hollywood. A starstruck Selena played a marquee singer in the 1995 rom-com Don Juan DeMarco starring Johnny Depp. I did not know that. What? That was Selena in that movie. What? Faye Dunaway and Marlon Brando. She came home and said, I can't believe it. I met Marlon Brando, Suzette told People. She said she was very flirtatious. She said he was a very flirtatious man, but in a very gentlemanly manner. Final bow. Some 66,000 fans packed Houston's Astrodome for what turned out to be Selena's last televised live concert, February 26, 1995. She sang hits including I Will Survive and Last Dance. Oh my gosh, you guys. Goosebumps. Internal radiance. For Mexican Americans, observed Columbia University professor Deborah Paredes, Selena has become part of our cultural inheritance and is passed down. She really is timeless. The Quintanillas share how they honor Selena publicly and how they remember her privately. She had a big heart. There's her dad, her mom, brother, and sister, I think. The quintanillas compound is L-shaped structure with beige walls and burgundy awnings on a commercial strip in Corpus Christi, Texas. It might be easy for a visitor to miss if not for the Selena Museum sign and the stream of cars coming in and out of its parking lot. The massive building also houses a recording studio, a sound stage, and the headquarters of Q Productions, the company founded by Selena's father Abraham in 1993. The family business... Hold on. In 1993, when the 22-year-old singer was nearing the peak of her fame, the family business then became devoted to keeping Selena's memory alive, a calling that could be both gratifying and at times still painful. I cherish the memories that I have of her. I always carry her with me on the daily, says Suzette Quintanilla, the company's CEO and president. If the building's facade is a nondescript, there is a little doubt from the array of colorful imagery about the focus of the work going down inside. Suzette's office is filled with reminders of Selena, posters, photos, drawings, a pair of purple sneakers painted by a fan with her late sister's likeness, Selena's old makeup case, the one she took on the road during her and the band's tours, sits next to Suzette's desk. I've learned to accept this pain we carry, she continues. We can have good days and horrible days when we miss her, and it feels like she just passed. The memorabilia, both here and beyond these walls, is actually a comfort to her. There are days I see stuff on the internet, or I hear her music, and it makes me feel proud and happy that she is being remembered. In my office, I have so many great things made by so many people, stuff from children, from everyone, and that just shows me that she's loved. They love her. They're carrying a piece of her with them. Sharing that love with fans was the driving force for the family. Abraham, Marcelia, Suzette, and AB, as they spoke with people ahead of the March 31st, 2020 anniversary marking 25 years since Leah's death. Her brother AB, who co-wrote hits like, oh man, I'm definitely going to butcher these song names. Let's just say hits, using a couple of $400 keyboards in his bedroom. There's a picture. The surprise child. She was the baby of the family, says Marcelia, who had expected to have only 2 children. Adds Abraham, Selena was a beautiful human being. So she was a surprise baby. She didn't know I was a musician. She learned to accept the band because her children were part of it. She was part of it. So this is Abraham and Marcelia. That's so sweet. They married in June 1963. As one tribute, he and Abraham produced an album of remixed Spanish-language songs that Selena recorded as a teen. The family also had scheduled a tribute concert with English and Spanish language stars performing Selena's music at San Antonio's 64,000-seat Almadome. There was a collaboration with MAC Cosmetics for a new Selena limited edition makeup collection. The first one, inspired by the singer and curated by Suzette, sold out in minutes in 2016. And they collaborated with Netflix on a multi-part series based on the Queen of Tex-Mex and her family's struggle and rise to become music royalty. People may feel they know the Selena story, from the 1997 film starring Jennifer Lopez. To this day, you can still see the movie played on television, notes Suzette. But the story doesn't begin with the little girl and her precarious talent. It starts earlier, in the late 1950s, when Abraham left a Corpus Christi high school early to sing in a band with friends. I recorded 13 albums with my group. Many people don't know that, says Abraham, sitting between a nodding Marcelia and Suzette outside his recording studio, where two painted murals of Selena grace the walls. Now in his 80s, he still has a booming voice and commanding presence and speaks with passion about music and business. He left the band briefly when he was drafted into the Army and stationed in Washington State, where he met Marcelia Zamora. She didn't know I was a magician until after we were married and traveling back to Texas. Guess what? He says with a smile for his wife of more than half a century. Abraham stayed with his band through the births of the couple's first two children, a boy and a girl, but left as the band's popularity waned in the late 60s, took a job with Dow Chemical in the early 70s. In 1971, a second daughter was born. They called her Selena. It was a name a woman in the next bed over in the maternity ward had chosen, but she gave birth to a son and couldn't use it. The family thought they were having a boy, which they planned to name Mark Anthony. Selena meant moon goddess, says Marcelia. Abraham said that sounds good. When their children were young, he taught all of them music. There are a lot of families who think my kids are talented. They sing, they're awesome. But my dad as a musician saw something that we didn't, says A.B., who became the band's bassist. Suzette played drums, and Abraham was the band's manager who also drove Big Bertha, the tour bus. They hired additional musicians in the late 80s and early 90s, including Chris Perez, who would become Selena's husband. Each one of us had a role, and that was a beautiful thing. I'll be right back. So this is a picture of Abraham with his band. Selena and her band. Sing in the group. Okay. Above, the band in 1994 includes several additional musicians. But as a family business, says Abraham, it was always 4 partners. That contributed to more unity. There was no, how come he's making more than I do? Which one's Chris? Oh man, they all look the same to me. I think this is Chris right here in the red. Suzette says, I miss everything, every little thing. Picking up the phone, her laugh, watching her perform, and performing with my family. I miss that life. Gosh almighty, you guys, look at Suzette's office. How it's still to this day, 30 years later, all decked out with Selena. Gosh. You guys be praying for me tomorrow. I'm telling you something right now. This is another reason why I wanted to read this magazine to you guys today. Tomorrow's going to be 4 years since I lost a really good friend of mine. It was a mutual friend between me and my ex, Kurt. I've mentioned him in a few of my videos. And tomorrow it's going to be 4 years since he passed away. So you guys be thinking of me tomorrow, please. That grief never goes away. That love never goes away. Here's Abraham and Marcelia. We met little girls dressed like Selena, and their parents say she watches the movie every day. still haven't watched the show yet. I need to. She got a Hollywood Walk of Fame star. Ultimately, Selena's legacy is our legacy, says Suzette, at the 2017 dedication of the singer's Hollywood Walk of Fame star. And let's see, but from left, Selena. So there's Chris, Suzette, Marcelia, Abraham, and AB, I think. Yep, AB. Born to sing. Though shy as a girl, Selena had undeniable talent. Her family saw it and started her young on what now seems an inevitable path to stardom. By the time she was 9, Selena was fronting her family band, performing a blend of country and Tejano music at their father's Mexican restaurant in Lake Jackson, Texas. Oh, so cute. School days. So sweet. Here's Selena and Abraham and Marcelia. I'm not going to read all of this, but I'll read a little bit. From the time Selena started performing in public at just 9 years old, audiences loved her. People would come and say, "We want to hear the little girl sing," her father Abraham said in 1995. Abraham launched his star's career at Papagayos, the Mexican restaurant the family owned in Lake Jackson, Texas. So adorable. Bilingual star. A native English speaker, Selena learned to sing in Spanish, painstakingly practicing each word with her father. She didn't take Spanish lessons until she was in her 20s. Tejano music was hard for us because I was a girl. My dad had a lot of problems trying to set up shows for us. Selena. Beautiful picture of her. Long road to success. Selena was an overnight sensation. Rick Garcia, a Corpus Christi record label executive, told People in 2005 of the singer. She'd been working since she was 9. She was a tremendous performer. Family unity made Selena who she was. We covered up for each other's weaknesses. We depended on each other. Her and her brother, AB. Special delivery. Selena, 1986, was always clowning around. Her father told People in 1995 she was a happy person. She had a magnetic personality. She attracted people. Raised a Jehovah's Witness, the singer abstained from drinking, smoking, and drugs. Good for her. Teen idol. A typical teen who loved jewelry, makeup, and clothes. Selena was the kind of person you want to go to a party with. Her older sister, Suzette, said she was the life of the party. I bet she was. So gorgeous. There's a picture of her in the band. There's Chris. There was nothing fake about her. She was very loving and caring. She loved to laugh a lot, have a good time with her family and friends. I love the outfit outfits that she wore. So cute. This is when they created this Selena fan club. Coca-Cola commercial. I remember her being the opposite of a diva, said photographer Al Rendon. She was very humble. She came in and lit up the room. I don't think this is a commercial, though. I think it's just, one of those pictures that they take for her as a star. I love this outfit, though. She was ecstatic about recording an English album. It was finally coming true. She knew it would be more work, and she was ready for it. So, Dreaming of You, the English album, was released in 1995. It was released after her death and sold 175,000 copies on its first day of release, a then all-time record for a female artist. Selena's death at age 23 devastated her family and loved ones, shocked fans, and sadly made her name known at last to a wider audience. She became an instant legend. Oh, goosebumps, you guys. In early 1995, Selena stood on the verge of potentially enormous mainstream success. But before the release of her first English language album, the vast majority of Americans had never heard the singer's name, much less thrilled to her soaring soprano. Sadly, many would learn about Selena only after March 31st that year, the day she was shot by a fan club employee. Meanwhile, the bullet that ended her life tore through the heart of the Texas Tejano community and left Latinos from coast to coast reeling with grief and shock. Nowhere was Selena's death felt more deeply than in her hometown. She died on a Friday afternoon when most kids were still in school, awaiting the weekend. When news of the slaying broke, Danny Nohala, then principal of Corpus Christi's West Oso High School, took to the PA and informed the student body, I said, that we had lost one of the greats and that we would never ever forget her. Jesus. I managed to keep my composure, but as soon as I was done, I went into my office, closed the door, and cried. Jesus, gosh, I gotta take a second myself. Hold on, I'll be right back. You guys, sometimes it's so hard to be an empath. Seriously. As one of his students explained, Hispanics in South Texas especially revered Selena for much more than her music and bold, brassy style. This local girl who never forgot where she came from shone as a brilliant beacon of hope. People around here, we don't really make it big in life. She was inspiration. She was cool. And I heard that that bitch is supposed to be let out of prison this year. Yolanda Salvador. You guys. Well, let's just say I know there is going to be a lot of people outside that prison to make sure she gets a bullet in the head. And I'm not even joking. Why would they even release her? I don't know, but that's what I heard. All the memorials for her. Just remember her as a small town girl who loved life. There's Jennifer Lopez. There's only one Selena, and there will only and there only ever will be. She's just one of those special types of artists who, with her music and her spirit and her joy and her heart, really touched people. The only thing I can't stand to this day, like I loved the movie when I was younger, but I can't stand Jennifer Lopez now, so it's like, but I need to watch the TV show. Oh, Beyonce. When I grew up in Texas, I listened to her all the time. I feel close to her because we are from the same place. She is a legend. Well, okay, don't compare yourself to her. Beyonce. If Selena was here to this day, she'd be unstoppable. Katy Perry. When she wins a Grammy, she's all flustered and crying. I wanted to have that moment. Katy Perry on being inspired by the Selena biopic. Eva Longoria. She was the reason I even dared to dream that a better life was possible. Selena was proud of being from Corpus Christi. That made me proud to be from Corpus. She blazed the way for all of us, and I will be forever grateful to her for not only that, but for the pure joy I felt when I got to see her perform. Thank you, Selena. Orange is the New Black actress Jackie Cruz. Selena was the only person I looked up to that was American and also Latina, and she celebrated both cultures. That was something that inspired me. She's someone that I always wanted to be like. Selena Gomez. My dad and mom were huge fans. They loved her music, so they named me after her. When I started working, I got to meet her family, and I just got super emotional. It sounds like my niece's story. I love that, you guys. I love capturing her spirit. Okay, so this is about the movie, the Selena movie. 2 years after Selena's death, a feature film brought the story to millions and launched the career of another star, Jennifer Lopez. I am going to be honest. When Jennifer Lopez was in that movie, she looked so much like Selena. So much like her. So, I mean, they did do a pretty good job of casting her. I just can't stand Jennifer Lopez. Back in the spotlight, a Netflix series took a fresh look at Selena's story, celebrating her talent, her roots, and her family's hard-fought path to success. Yeah, I definitely need to watch the show. Looks just like her. Wow, meet the cast. Selena's Corpus Christi. All around this South Texas city are tributes to the singer and places that keep her memory alive, including the diner where you can order her favorite dish, enchiladas, plus a look inside the Selena Museum. Wow. She will never be forgotten, you guys. One day when I'm not on this earth, she will still be remembered. And I think that's amazing. dream come true. With hard work, you get success. We never thought we'd get this far, but we're here. Selena, 1993. If you have a dream, don't let anybody take it away. Alright, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments if you're a Selena fan yourself. I'd love to know. She was just gorgeous, you guys. Like, I know when I watch videos of myself, because sometimes I do watch my old videos where I just look defeated. And then when I was born again is how I consider it. People have complimented me on how much happier and bright I look. But she always had that look of brightness, sunshine. She had one of the most beautiful voices ever. But anyways, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll be talking to you soon. Love you guys. Bye-bye.